All right. My name is Jason. This is my audience.
Do we have to say our names or anything?
All right, and then Garrett, can you record? All right. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am here to do a little autobiography of myself for my communications class. My name is Jason Zirkle, and while I might be the original Jay-Z, I am not a professional musician. I did have aspirations of being a musician when I was a child. Loved playing the piano, was in all of the marching bands and the pep bands and all sorts of bands growing up. And I also had aspirations of being a lawyer. Clearly those are two separate, completely different things. But those were the two things that really called my attention as I was growing up. And then went through high school, and then finished schooling for high school, and then went on my mission for an LDS mission. Spent 2 years in Mexico, and I spent a lot of time there really trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Did I want to teach music? Did I want to be a musician and perform, or did I want to simply just do law, work for a big corporation? But unfortunately, neither of those ideas stuck with me because after I came back from my mission, I moved back to Vegas from Mexico and ended up getting married, which led me down the pipeline of possibly doing hotel management. That was a great idea at first because I was working at the Wynn and Encore, but then COVID hit and it kind of got weird with hospitality. Jumped back into it again with Four Seasons, but unfortunately it just didn't seem like the right fit for me. And then lo and behold, life decided to take its own turn and decided to launch me into a divorce, which left me questioning what exactly will bring me personal happiness. Which brings me to the whole point where I've decided to go back to school at the ripe age of 30, which is a really daunting age to tackle school once again. Just because everyone's starting at 18, 19, and it seems like a lot of people have their life figured out. But after my divorce, I found myself in a career of, in the dental world. And I fell in love with not only, learning about the teeth and learning about oral hygiene. I also came to love teaching people about it, love teaching my family, my friends, the importance of flossing and brushing, even though it seems like a menial task, it's quite important. Life never really plays out how we always plan it to. It usually goes one way when we want to go another, but fortunately for me, I've had a solid support system through all my trials and hardships, and thankfully I've been able to land on my feet and decide to go back to dental hygiene school, which is why I'm finishing my degree. It's been a great journey. How long is that, Garrett?
3 minutes, 3 seconds.
Perfect.
I feel like it's not done yet.
Well, that's done. What else does it?
Sure?